Grandest of risings, everybody. Grand rising, grand rising. Y'all already know who it is. It's your girl, Phoenix. I said, your tarot reader, your spiritual guide, your friend, your buddy, your pal, your friend, your buddy, your pal. I'm your friend, your friend, your friend, your friend, your friend, your friend, your buddy, your pal. This shirt made me feel like my boobs are just like boop, 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 boop. Anyways, but what's up, guys? I hope all is well. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. You guys already know. I'm here today to give my fine divine collective message, or our oracle message for today. Okay, so one card, that's all we need. Okay. And y'all already know, if you guys come across this message, okay, then I need you to take heed to the message, okay? Listen to the message. Take a couple minutes of your day from scrolling and just hear me out, which is hearing spirit out, because I'm just here to be a vessel for spirit. Ashe. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, there is no timestamp on this message. When you see this message, that is when this message is meant for you. And the guidance for today is about solitude. Okay, solitude, hermit mode, north node energy here. Okay, pulling away from the crowd. Okay, and just finding that inner light, finding that inner truth. Okay, I'm seeing the North Star here. Okay, for direction. Okay, so maybe some of you guys are feeling a little lost, or maybe just a little foggy headed, like dealing with mind fog or brain fog, if you will. Okay, but you need to go into solitude, okay, to receive some sort of direction. Okay, and it's also giving stop listening to others. Okay, or finding your own way. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the book. Okay, boom chaka wow wow. And solitude, north. So let's get into it, guys. Okay, the time has come to distance yourself from that which seeks to change, mold, and control who you are and what you wish to do with your life. This influence may be another person, an addictive substance like sugar, money, or alcohol, or other things, okay? Or a negative emotion like fear, guilt, or greed. Listen how I just love, like, when I'm listening and I'm speaking with spirit, the synchronicities, the signs, right? This rising, I wrote an affirmation for releasing doubt and releasing fear for all of us, right? Because things work when we do it by ourselves, but when we do it as a collective, right, it just magnifies that energy. And so, child, happy healing, y'all. Let's keep it going. Okay, contemplate what has got you to this point, and you need to do this on your own. Solitude. Okay, put some space between yourself and a controlling influence with a detox, a retreat, a sweat lodge, or a holiday alone. Y'all, I have literally been in solitude since Monday. Of course, I'm got my family, but I haven't been peopling all week because I'm like, I need to pull back from the crowd. I need to focus on my mental, my spiritual well-being. You get what I'm saying? And so to get this message, to be giving this message to you guys, and just to know what that does, like, it just revitalizes your spirit, your energy all together, like, especially if you are super duper emotional, or you're an empath and you pick up on others vibrations and emotions really quickly, right? And especially if you haven't mastered separating the two, right? But even for the ones who have mastered it, taking on so much energy, especially me being a spiritual worker, I take on a lot of energy from others, doing, whether it's doing Reiki, doing readings, doing cleansings, whatever the case may be. So just pulling back and even detaching from Facebook and things like that, which can bring about those competitive energies. And you may not even be a competitive person or someone that is always comparing. There we go. Um, Too much scrolling and things like that. Just watching, people, they put on the internet what they put on the internet. They don't want, we live in this society now where everybody wants to seem perfect. Everybody wants to, or have this image of perfection on social media, right? Like, I don't make mistakes, or I always look like this, whatever the case may be. And sometimes it can bring about those feelings like, oh, well, this person has this, well, why don't I have this? That type of energy. So pulling back from that, detaching from that can help, okay? And just being in your own world, in your own space, okay? In your own mind, sitting with your spirits, okay? But when you strip away, I don't want to, I'm sorry guys, I'll be going off on my own little thing, but look at spirit orbs, okay? But when you strip away all of the ifs, buts, and maybes, there will be room for the causes of your challenge to surface. Once those causes emerge, they can be acknowledged and healed. We often think being alone is a negative. However, solitude is not the same as being lonely. It is a precious state where we can simply think and be. We can choose to use that space to face our shadow self and discover exactly what we need to do to improve ourselves, our lives, and our relationships. Peacefully being with yourself or actively confronting your shadow both have merit, and you will know which one is appropriate when you go it alone. Okay? North revealed. According to Native American and other Aboriginal peoples, the North represents recuperation, self-reflection, and readjustment. Again, it represents recuperation, self-reflection, and readjustment. Associated with the element of earth in the season of winter, North is about personal lessons that can test physical and emotional boundaries and expose the primal self. Going north can be a major turning point, as much is gained from the first-hand experience in acknowledging something alone without the influence of others. Okay? So please don't give up. There is light at the end of the tunnel. All good things comes to those who wait. A time of great blessings that may seem disguised right now. You are on the right path. Be patient. Time on your own serves you well. Okay? So I want you guys to save this message. Okay? I want you guys to listen to the message for yourself. Right? And I want you to write down what you got from this message, okay? And really start to implement that, okay? I love you all so very much, okay? I hope that you all have a very peaceful, loving day, prosperous day, okay? A day full of wisdom and grace, okay? Continue to move as your divine self, okay? I love y'all all so very much.